Hello folks, and welcome back to our channel. For those of you who are following us, you'll probably notice that we haven't done many videos for the last couple of months because we've been away abroad in South Africa and Australia, having some rather nice little adventures over there. When we left it was 35 degrees, when we got back it's 2 degrees, so a bit chilly. The motorhome has been stored inside this barn, and I've now got to do a bit of work on it, get it ready for going away in March. We're going away for 6 months, we'll tour around Europe, but there's no power in this barn, and this is where this unit comes in. It's by Maxpeedingrods. It's a 3000 watt AC petrol generator at 13 amps. It's also got various DC outlets on, which I'll show you as we go along. Right, first things first, I'll top it up with some engine oil and fuel. The filler cap has got a on-off valve for transport as well. Then you've got a flap on the side which you can undo, which exposes the oil filler point. So you just undo that. It's got a little dipstick in for checking the level, and you also got a filling nozzle which screws in. I always put a load of cloth there just in case of spillage. A 1030 oil is all you need, and fill that one up, give it a good wipe round and close the lid, and you're good to go. So let's take it outside now. Okay, so I'm going to start her up now, turn the start position to choke. And there we go. So I'm just going to connect up the hookup lead, and I'll go and turn on a few sockets and you'll hear it increasing revs. So this is the main control panel here on the front of the generator. Everything is on this side, and I'll go through all the outlets one by one now. So starting over here on the right, you've got an AC reset button. If you overload the inverter, you'll need to reset it. That's there. A DC breaker for your 12 volt system. If you overload that, or you have a problem where you earth something out, that will pop out. You can reset it. You've got an eco switch here. This serves as a kind of override, and when you've got it switched on, it allows the engine to idle at its slowest and quietest rate, but when a load is put on it, it increases the generator and allows you to fully use the tool, appliance, or whatever it is. So that's the eco mode. 3 lights here: engine oil warning light, inverter overload light, and inverter OK, or AC OK. Here you got the main switch, obviously off, the whole unit is shut down. In the run position, the unit will be running and ticking over as normal. This position here, choke, is what you use when you start it up. And then when it's starting to run properly, you turn it to run, and obviously switch it off by going straight to off. Over here you've got 2 UK 13 amp 3-pin plug sockets, AC. Here you've got an additional earth lug for running an earth lead to a earthing rod or some other means. 2 USB sockets, 1 amp and a 2.1 amp. These on the right here, these two are for parallel connection with another unit. You don't get the leads for it, and you would obviously need another unit. This is to increase the inverter power. I shan't be showing that because obviously I haven't got leads and another generator. And finally, a 8.3 amp 12 volt DC cigarette lighter. And that's it for all the control. You've also got 2 air vents here on the front. So I'm back in the van now, and I want to tell you about the upgrades I'm doing over the next couple of weeks. The first one is this old domestic fridge. It's nearly 20 years old now and it's conked out. It won't run on gas or 12 volt, and it barely runs the freezer box on 240, and it's time to be replaced. I'm going to replace it with a nice new 12 volt compressor fridge from Thetford, the T2160, but there's going to be some woodwork involved and some cutting. I'm going to need my track saw, my jigsaw, my drill, and all of them need power, where this generator is going to be perfect. The other upgrade I've got planned is a bit more involved than the fridge one. I'm going to be taking out this gas hob and oven completely, taking out the sink and taps, removing that bit of worktop and this bit of worktop. Then I'm going to fly a piece of worktop all the way across here, do a cutout for a sink in this area only, and that's allowing us to have all this much space for preparation. So this upgrade is a lot more involved than the fridge one. I'm going to need to use a lot more different power tools, and I'm going to need the electric to do it. So this generator really is coming in handy for this type of work. And I'll also be making a couple of videos of the upgrade of the sink and the fridge, so watch out for them in a couple of weeks time. But in the meantime, let's get back to the generator, because I want to plug in a few appliances and see how well it copes. So I brought the generator just inside the barn. It's a bit echoey, so hopefully you can hear me. But I plugged in a 3-pin plug running to an extension lead, and also a USB line that runs over to my little DIY test rig over here. And at the moment the phone is charging. I've also got my Makita battery on charge as well. 2 other appliances I'm going to test for power: a kettle and an induction hob. So first of all, I'm going to try a kettle and see if it can handle that. So that's good. As soon as I turned on, the generator increased revs automatically to cope with the load. So it's managing that kettle no problem at all. And that kettle was a 2200 watt. So I'm going to try this hob now. I've got a 2100 watt induction hob. So let's see what happens. I'll crank it up to maximum. So it would seem anything around the 2000 mark, it can certainly cope with these. So I'm going to turn the hob down. That's at its lowest setting. And I'm going to turn the kettle on. So I can have the kettle and lowest setting on hob. And I'll keep cranking it up until it cuts out. Yeah, they were both on maximum, and now the generator's tripped out. And so the overload light is flashing, telling us that it's tripped out. So I'll just reset the AC. and the green light's come back on saying it's all set and ready to go. So now I know that I can do all the upcoming modifications and upgrades to the van thanks to this bit of kit. Maxpeedingrods gifted me this back in November, and I'd like to say a big thank you for that. It's going to be a godsend. You'll probably see me using it in the next couple of videos. They've given me a discount code as well. I'll leave that in the description, as well as where you can buy it, their web address and all the other details. So for now then, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Keep safe, mind how you go, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.